Hey everyone, I've got a whole bunch of different sets to talk about that are coming up just from two companies, Lumi Bricks and Pantasy. These things are being announced all over the place, all sorts of different ways. It's getting difficult to track, honestly, but I'm going to do what I can here in a large batch at one time. First of all, the latest Cyberpunk set from Lumi Bricks for $170 comes out tomorrow. If you're watching this the day that I recorded it. And this has 2,760 pieces, the floating train station. If I zoom into this, we can get all the way down to the base. You can see it's continuing to use that same system that they started with the apartments. And it brings in a bunch more prints once again, and some really interesting looking characters. Lots of transparent stuff, edge lit stuff, the pseudo EL wire. The train itself is like a monorail setup, but it doesn't have very far to go. However, they do introduce yet another new feature, yet another new thing that they've never attempted before, which is really interesting and kind of typical for them nowadays, isn't it? To just keep trying new things repeatedly. Okay, this we've seen, right? Changing colors. It's looking like this is going to be able to move, right? But it's only going to be able to slide forward and back ever so slightly. And it doesn't look like it holds many people in it because, I mean, it's short, right? So there's some faux EL wire right there. There's that edge lit sign. This is an actual photograph, not a render. Some of the other things were renders. But then there's this. So this is showing where the train is arriving at the platform. It's an infinity mirror. At least that's what it looks like to me, an infinity mirror. To make it look like you've got this whole tube. So it's a different type of physical effect, an optical illusion to make, to enhance what is otherwise just a brick set. So they've got all kinds of, their lights and their prints and their part colors and all these interesting things. And now they've added yet another new thing. It looks pretty cool to me. It looks pretty cool. I wish that there was more space for the train to actually move, though. I really do. Yeah, it itself is short and it just doesn't have very far to go. Oh, the track is black. In the little animated thing, it looked like the track was like a green color, maybe even like a transparent green. But of course, I will get this. For sure, I will be getting this and reviewing it here. I'll build it live as well on Twitch and try to build it live here as well. Dual stream as I've been doing. That's been working out pretty well. 24 lights for this one, 48 printed bricks. Sheesh. Again, comes out tomorrow. US and EU areas. So if you're interested in it, hit my affiliate link and put in your order for them. As I will be doing the same, except for the affiliate link thing, because I just buy it straight with my. I do have a VIP account with them now, just as a regular consumer, and you can too. It just gives you discounts. Now, this is AFO Brick or AFO Brick. That's a O there. I've purchased from them before. They're just a vendor. They sell all sorts of stuff, but they also tend to be one of the first places to show you new sets that are coming, especially from Lumibricks and Pantasy, and looking at some stuff that they've been showing for a little while now from Lumibricks that's not on the Lumibricks site yet. This is Lumibricks set number 100, the toy store. Set number 100, a giant modular that is very tall. By most standards, this is effectively the height of a 4-story building, because each individual floor is very, very tall. Ignore the prices on these. We don't know. The prices tend to be higher than on this site than they end up. They look higher on this side than they end up being for just regular retail. I guess this is actually being included. This game is actually being included that allows you to use game pieces that are installations inside the toy store itself. Notice the entire back comes off. Hopefully there's more to it than this. We're not able to see a whole lot here because this is not a full official release just yet. But yeah, very tall floors, stair access until you get to the very top. Then you take a ladder up. A bunch of references to sets that the company has made. Some miniaturized versions of sets and does not look like there's a whole lot of space to walk around or to pose figures in there, unfortunately. I'm assuming this is like an apartment over here, and is going to also be a fan, like a brick fan, who lives over there on that side. But a 32 by 32 plate it's on, and all these slide outs. That's good. That's good. Yeah, look, the entire back just pulls right on off. And then you get full access there and you just slide those out. Whoa, that's a lot of print. Look at that. What a flex. Sorry, there's no zoom. I guess I could zoom the whole page. It didn't even do anything. It's proportional. There's no clicking on it to zoom in, but that's a lot of prints. Look at those. I mean, geez, that is just a flex. This, I don't know what this is supposed to represent. I don't know this thing. It looks like it's holding on to its own internal organs just with the colors that they used. A little bit weird graphic design there. It might just be me and my eyes. Is this a color that we haven't seen before? Is this like a sand red kind of color? Is that what that is? Oh my gosh. Is that like a sand red? Unless the color grading here is really weird. I think they are investing in a color that we haven't seen in a very long time. A very rare color. Wow. Okay. Yep. Well, we'll see how that turns out, how the set turns out, and what its actual price will be when it's fully revealed. Hopefully it'll be fully revealed soon. Next, Icelandic hut. This is set number 9096. They're 96th. We saw the 100th. Here's the 96th. We're going to get a couple more in here as well. It's Icelandic hut. They keep just doing different themes. They're like all over the world. And they do their research. Every single time they do their research. And they try to actually properly capture the look and the culture and the architecture and little things around the sides. This looks pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty flat around the back, but that is appropriate. They probably made this look a little bit nicer than it even needs to for the sake of realism. This is cool. Okay, so this one is done full dollhouse, split open in the middle style. Interesting. That's different because it's valuable to have this form over here. So, and again, sorry, I can't really zoom in on this. It's valuable to have this form where it can basically just take up a whole additional plot. So rather than using up a lot of depth, you put this in, towards a background up against a wall, and it just takes up more space. It's like you have more structures, like you have two structures now. Interesting. Cool. We'll have to see what the price will be. I also want to see more about what's going on with the little natural spring outside, the warm spring. That's what that's representing with some light in it. Next, set number 94, 9094, the Shepherd Hut. They had asked some time ago, not too long ago, what people thought about art pieces and potentially greater than two-dimensional paintings and things. They showed some, probably some preliminary art from this very set here to get some feedback. And here it is. Here's the actual set. This is interesting. I did not expect this at all, not in any way, shape, or form, that they were going to be going this direction. It is an entire diorama, including backdrop. How do you feel about that? I think it's compelling. Except for the frame around the outside, because the frame kind of stops it and makes it into something very finite. If that is removable, which it is, the back is removable, but then they turn that into a modular system. They use this like a Mills base and then had different scenes that you could add on to the side, as well as backdrops that would connect. That would be difficult, but epic. And another new level, another thing that other companies just don't do. This looks pretty well detailed on the inside, appropriately detailed, not too much. Wow. Very highly stylized. Very interesting. Different. Wonder how many people are going to leave that backdrop up versus how many are just going to use this in a flatter space. Interesting though. And then another one, set number 89. We're skipping some numbers, so there are even more sets potentially that are yet to be unveiled. It looks like there's a lot of weathering. If those are all prints and that's all weathering, for all of these planks on the front. That's probably more surface texture, or at least simulated surface texture, than they've ever used before. Jeez. Wow. Next thing you know, they're going to be doing the mega constructs thing and actually mixing particles of different colors into their bricks, to make marble textures and concrete textures and asphalt textures and things. They might actually start doing that at this rate. Jeez. Okay, so this is Western Blacksmith, big old forge. Top of this section right here picks up. Very similar overall layouts to the post office, right? And then the back simply opens up, just doors. Any sliding on this one? Any slide out sections? No. No slide out sections on this, but that's okay because this upper part, this mezzanine is relatively short. Upper floor. Yeah, that's cool. Looks pretty good. A little bit traditional to Lumibricks style, even though they've got this height here. They did not put the battery underneath. They just stick it on the outside. But they've got the brown piece. It's interesting. I wonder why sometimes they use this round one and sometimes they use the rectangular one. But it does look pretty good. That's AI generated right there. Why would you do that as reference? Here's an example of what this might have of what a real one looked like. I believe that this is AI generated, right? Unless somebody actually has those there. I don't know. I think that's AI. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's just kind of funny. The big old water tank up there is smart as well. Good. Okay, more. We got more stuff to look at. Switching over to Pantasy, still on the aflobrick site. The cuckoo clock. We're going to be seeing more of this very, very soon. I'm sure officially. But the cuckoo clock, as I understand it, as I've heard, works. Like the clock actually works, and you have the ability. Is this it? Yes. You have the ability to mount it onto a wall and use it as a cuckoo clock. Like it's motorized. It's the BAS, the brick action system. It's using that. If you've heard about it, it's the whole entire ecosystem. Are those micro figures or nano figures, or is that just a print? Very curious about this one. It's a whole ecosystem of electronics, including motors, sensors, lights, sound generators, sound effects, and music. Wireless power transmission. I think there's something else in there as well. It's a whole entire ecosystem. This is going to be a heavy thing to mount up. It is not small, and especially with at least one motor, maybe two in there. Wow. Okay. Go on with your bad self. Fantasy, go on. This is not one that I will be purchasing. I should go back through here. Let me know if you need me to purchase and review this one. I have not reviewed a Lumibricks Western set in a while. So let me know your feelings about this in particular. I do like blacksmiths and blacksmithing. It's a topic that interests me personally. I'm a fan of knives. And yeah, so I would be happy to do it if a lot of you want to see it. But it has to be a lot of you, not just a couple, and not just folks who are being contrarian or who are just being, opportunistic and being like, oh, hey, yes, buy all things, review all things. Doesn't cost me anything. It costs you everything. Let me know how you really feel about that and how strongly you feel about that, because I do need to cover this. I will buy the toy store for sure. Do we have anything else in it? And I will buy this for sure as soon as each of those become available. The two huts, probably not. You please let me know about this one if you need that. Cuckoo clock, I will be skipping. I'm not set up for that. But here's another Pantasy modular. The flower coffee house is a maybe for me. A maybe. Not a definite, but certainly a maybe. This looks nice, like the nice level of detail. Their figures are different. They've got this cutesy thing going on. They're really owning it. Oh, good. They're catching up here as well. They're taking the feedback to heart. Opens up fully, and this one has a bit of art gallery in it with some things that you might have seen some other company like Lumibricks do very, very recently. Oh wow, they got all the heavy hitters. Okay. Is there enough space though for figures? I see some studs. Have they listened? Are those studs for figures to be posed on? Oh, it's just so exciting to see these companies progressing, you know, and doing it quickly. Hopefully there's enough room for figures to be in it. I am definitely seeing studs, and I'm seeing just a splattering of studs, a sprinkling of studs around, which is very intentional. Oh, it's a good day to be a brick fan. It's a very good day to be a brick fan. This is exciting. Not everybody's going to like these figures. I know. We've talked about that before. We'll be talking about it for the rest of eternity. The entire side of the building being able to slide off like that, I wonder, you probably have to take off the roof and then all of this can come out. It's like an atrium. It is literally an atrium. There's a tree there. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten the name. Arboretum. Sorry, arboretum. I've not gotten much sleep. Arboretum. I don't know how to say it. I can't speak anymore. I'm gonna stop. Pantasy has a toy store that's coming out, and I can't click on that. It doesn't zoom in. Does it zoom in down here? Ooh, they've got a video. Oh, please show it. Show the, oh my gosh. There we go. All right, close this. There, yes, good. Excellent. Oh wow, that gold. I didn't realize it was so much of the gold. The painted gold, you know. This is smart. They're doing the same thing. I was going to say, you're not going to have actual gumballs or the capsules in there. Ooh. That kind of worked. Are they using the... They are, aren't they? They're using one of those probe lenses. Wow. No way. It's only up and down, but still having a little bit of animation there is cool. Right on. Yes. Uh-huh. Figures can sit. They've got the centered stud. Uh-huh. I wonder if that actually rocks or not. Okay. I'm not seeing studs on the floor there. That's not too bad. Probably every single toy in the store is a Pantasy set. That's right. It's their 5th anniversary. 5th anniversary. It's such a small number, 5. They've been around for a whole 5 years. Yeah. But congratulations on their progress in such a short period of time. Let's see. Anything else to see here? The 5th anniversary figure set will be available with the purchase of this if you buy it on their website, or I believe if you buy it off site, like on Amazon, you can send into customer service, just like with their figures for the Sherlock Holmes set. Send in a proof of purchase and they'll send you the figure pack. It's just a gratis. This one is definitely smaller. $150 is the retail price, the suggested retail price. They even print the little stands too. All prints, of course. Cool. I will probably buy this one as well to compare to the Lumibricks one, or not even just to compare. I mean, I will compare it because I'll be buying both of them most likely. But this is exciting. It has a lot of good stuff, interesting stuff in it. Another one, the Nautilus. This is available to purchase now as well. Dang. Yeah. Jules Verne. There you go. I need to see it open more. This one's a little bit small inside, isn't it? I think the whole thing is kind of small. Cockpit, lounge, engine room. Okay. I'm not getting a good feel for the size of it. That helps. Isn't this small? Isn't this kind of cramped? They put a lot into the stories behind the figures and everything, but okay, this helps. If those are real hands. I think they are, hopefully. This helps. Yeah. It's kind of compact. They say it has approximately 2,500, in the range of 2,500 pieces. With, of course, all prints, $140 US suggested retail price. I think you might be able to find this one on Amazon now as well. Okay. Oh, okay. The cuckoo clock. I didn't realize that the cuckoo clock was right here. Sorry. So I've got the cuckoo clock up twice. I'm just going to go through really quickly just to look at the slightly higher quality pictures. And then I'm going to go back and, oh, nice. Direct continuous power available. Good. I see those are done as prints. I'm going to play that video. Here we go. Brick action system, white parts. Because what they showed in their prototypes were blue, which I thought was like strange choice, but white, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, definitely have to attach it to a very, very sturdy spot. Some people are going to be breaking their walls with that, unfortunately. That's just how it goes. I hope that I can just bring this right into this spot and then just play and then let you see what this looks like. I wish I could get rid of this chat thing. Sorry about that. Don't need the bright shining strobes. That's cool. Yeah, those work. Little miniature standees. Y'all doing too much with this. You're doing too much with that. Stop. Cut it out. No. They're having too much fun. Too much fun. This is bigger than I thought. I'm glad I'm watching this. Significantly bigger than I thought. Yeah, to mount it up, you're going to have to be careful with that. We are going to have to be careful with that. Especially the vast majority of folks who don't know how to hang things on walls properly. Continuous power. There you go. Wow. That was animation, I think. Yeah, some of these things are animation, not real time. This video is long. Geez. Okay, let me go ahead and switch this back to 100%. All right, I'll go ahead and move on. And right, Amazon has this. Did I talk about this? I don't think I talked about this. Don't have the full details for it up yet. This is a great ball contraption from Pantasy. This one I can zoom in on a little bit. A great ball contraption mine. GBC Western Mine. This is motorized. It has gold colored ball bits that are going to move continuously. Rube Goldberg style. And it's minifig compatible. So it's supposed to be showing, a gold mine in operation. This is the only real picture that we have for it, but it's available to order right now. September 24th is the earliest. Wow, that's actually not too far. Oh, and then you get the $10 off coupon here. Always look for things like that. This one, if I recall correctly, I have ordered. If I recall correctly, I have ordered this one. Because I need to try their motorized stuff. So I'm not going to do the cuckoo clock. I got to try this one, right? Or do I try this one? Yes, I try this one as well. I've ordered this. This is the most recent one that I've ordered. This is a working claw machine, so they say. I have not seen all the information about this. I need to see more about it, but it might arrive before I see more about it because I've ordered it. You never know when those things are actually going to arrive. Sometimes they'll surprise you. Allegedly, this is motorized, the claw moves, you can use the joystick and you can actually grab the individual toys, the individual capsules. And there's a little bit of random, or a little bit of RNG, a little bit of randomness to it. You know, it's not all skill. If there's any skill involved, I don't know just how much control that you'll have over the claw arm, but it's not my style. This circus core style is classic circus style. It's not me at all. But I'm all about finding out how those functions work. And this is large too. Very curious how close to a classic Armatron that's going to be. Armatron robot experience. $120 US. Sorry, $130 US for that one. I say October 1st at the earliest. It might be later than that. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to extend this video any longer. Sorry, my energy is a little bit low. Not a lot of sleep lately, a lot of work. But be sure to let me know about that Western set if you need me to do that. And if there's anything that I've specifically called out and said that I am not going to buy, and you want me to buy it, you need to make a really good case for it. And I need to hear a very strong case from a lot of people as to why I need to also buy that or not buy something else, you know, and make space in the budget. Because this is a whole lot of already $100 plus things that are adding up very, very extremely quickly. It's getting very expensive. And it takes a long time to build these as well. So I have to prioritize. But thank you for watching. Hope that this was of some value to you to hear my thoughts. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.